Okay, so you guys were all right here. You guys got out of the library. You also went to the gun store to restack, and you came out to the conclusion that you guys were going to go to the cemetery, which is right over here. Meanwhile, that is happening. You guys encounter some cats, and well, you notice that everybody around town seems to be dying. Um, all of a sudden, you started seeing more and more and more cats pouring out, and the cats are they seem to be feeding off the dead people. Um, you guys got to this section over here, and on the side of a building, you guys found out someone that was about to attack you because he was alerted, and you shut him down. When you guys went to the library, you guys found some useful information, some tomes, some spells that have to be learned. However, you also found out that you guys are facing what happened back in the day a couple of centuries ago in Egypt, and there seems to be a human or something that has a human body with the face of a cat. It's got a tail. So Bast is supposed to be in connection with this, and she's the one bringing all the cats and having everything go crazy. And so ultimately, when you guys got out of the hospital last time, you guys went to a diner, and the diner, everybody just went crazy and they started just killing each other. You guys made it out of there. Try to hide at an apartment, and that's in the diner. Before the diner, that's when it occurred, that thing with the tongue. Then in the apartment, they try to give you first aid, but you decided to fight everybody because you didn't want to have the first aid. You almost got into a shootout with the rest of them about it, and they finally left you alone. Went to the library, went to the gun store. Would you guys break in? You guys got a bunch of dynamite from there. You guys got some regular weapons. And then you finally were heading to the library. You found those books. And you decided that it was time to head to the graveyard, as you figured out that there's really no way to hide. Because even if you're hiding, the moment that you fail a power roll, you're going to be taken over by whatever's going on. And at that point, whether you're going to die or you're going to start killing people. Yeah.
Right.
So, our dearest new player, he will have been the one being attacked over there in that area where the shootout took over, and he was about to be killed by this possessed person, and you managed to save his life. He is a police officer, and he will be in uniform right now, and he will definitely and rightfully be a little freaked out because since the happenings on the building occurred, and I'm talking about the building at the beginning of the game where there was that explosion and things starting to happen. Things would have progressively and worstfully gone to crap. And now, with the hundreds of cats that are around eating from the dead people, and people just going around shooting at other people or stabbing people, he just cannot keep town under control. So he may be a little apprehensive when he sees you holding a gun, even though you saved his life.
Right.
So, fellas, It's all you.
Wait, so did we have that did Comrade and I have that interaction with
Which interaction?
Fast with Fast?
Well, you guys found that information at the library, remember? So
Okay, okay.
you
That was
guys
before.
told
Got it.
everybody that was in the group already about it, and you're heading, or you were heading to the cemetery because that was the place where ultimately this whole thing was going down.
Okay.
Or the
Well,
worst. I guess you guys put two and two together that it wasn't the cemetery because ultimately the place that blew up at first was the administrating company from the cemetery. Then all the dead
mhm.
people. Then you saw on the you guys had those visions of the cemetery too, and on the book it just told you that Bass was gonna be around just killing people and feeding her cats from the dead. So it all seems to point out to the cemetery.
Oh, well, for the new police officer, just the context, I am wearing a nurse's outfit. I don't know if that makes you feel any better.
So David, she's talking to you.
Sorry,
She was talking to you. I will be right back. I need 2 seconds.
I was like looking at stuff on my character sheet. Uh,
That's okay. No, I just wanted to let you know for context. I'm wearing a nurse's.
I'm getting a
I don't
lot
know
of
if it changed
echo
your views.
on you. Is this?
That's Mega's mic.
Yeah, because I cannot follow what you're telling me because of the echo. I don't
It's
think Mega also has headphones because
he
uh,
doesn't.
yeah, so his our voices double all the time. So
I might just send them a pair as a present.
maybe if
I
you tell
mean,
me slowly, I will be
you
able to
can mute
follow.
him, and so you don't hear him if you just want to say something to the other person. Like I'll do it right now. Like I can say stuff to you, and I don't hear my echo from him,
I
I can
still
hear
hear
your
the
echo.
echo.
but I don't hear your echoes now. So I hear you clearly, so it's much easier to hear each
Oh
other.
yeah, but
So if
also
you
his
go and
Oh,
you long press on his icon if you're using a phone, or just click on his Discord token. You click on his token or press it, you can mute him specifically just for being able to say one or two words and then, you know, unmute him.
maybe Mega
All
should
right,
switch
I'm
over
back.
to let's talk.
Hey, DM, do you have headphones or something? Because we're all hearing an echo and it's
Headphones?
Yeah,
from
No,
your
I don't
thing.
have
double.
headphones
Yeah.
because I'm using a computer, but I can turn it down.
Well, I was wondering if you just like mute yourself when you're not saying something so that we can
Yeah,
not, because especially the Shikuma 21, when she talks and your echo is on, it's impossible to hear her
that's fine.
or understand her.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll do that. Uh, all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
yep.
can hear you. Yep.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
can hear you
There
better.
you go.
Now I don't hear an echo. So okay, tell me what you had to tell me.
All right. So, oh, no echo. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm wearing a nurse's outfit, and one of the men standing next to me is just a full-on Russian soldier.
That'd be me, the guy
Baby,
Dragunov
please try to
or
go to sleep.
Roy. I'll just put Roy as the first name on
Are
the
you in
Discord
street
profile.
clothes or are you in uniform?
I'm in full uniform. I'm basically a World War One Russian soldier that's left his unit after, like, honorably did a discharge, but I just left because I was tired of, you know, not making enough money to feed myself while killing people. So I'm now in the business of making more money to kill people. And I don't talk like this. This is my normal voice. When I'm talking to you as him, Roy, Dragunov, it'll be like this. Hello, my name is Roy.
So what year are we in?
We're in we're in the 1920s. Is it 1923?
1923.
I think the war just ended, so I think that'd be a good.
Yeah, because the war ended in
Good year.
1918.
I
And
think
are
we
you?
are in the 19.
Yeah, because like you'd be out of the Russian Revolution at that point.
Well, we don't have to get so technical. I just went with, Russian mercenary because I can do the voice, and I picked roughly a time. But I didn't go, let me bring you up the historical date by date of where he came from.
Well, he also could have been one of those guys that was so traumatized at World War One that he's just stuck on that and permanently reliving that war, and he just can't let go of it.
Well, the way I see it as his creator is just that it's he actually prefers going around in war and killing people to what we're doing now because that makes sense. That's very simplistic. Dealing with, the oculus is way above his pay grade.
All right, so Rose will look to the group. She just sees another guy with a gun, and it's making her super nervous. Um, Lorraine, I'm just gonna tug on your hand, just trying to get you to keep coming along with me.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Right, I'll follow along with the nurse, but the guy in the Russian uniform, the U.S. is in its first big Red Scare, and I'm a police detective, so I'm suspicious of you from the get-go.
Okay. Well, feelings mutual, buddy. Or as Roy would say, I've got
How you
license.
guys doing?
Oh yeah, Dan, you can talk now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm running
right.
Dan's hand as
Yeah.
well.
How you guys
Yeah,
doing?
get here.
So, we finally decided to fix his tongue or put a bullet in his head. Where are we going?
No,
We're
I don't
fixing
want
his
my
goddamn
tongue head. No, I don't want my tongue fixed.
No, stop it. We're fixing your goddamn tongue. We went
Dan?
through an entire session of this.
I don't
Dan,
know
sit
what you
down and
mean.
open your mouth.
I could take you
Sit down and
saying
open
my
your mouth,
tongue's
Dan.
gone. Love my
We can
tongue.
do this. We can do this one of two ways. We do this the easy way, where you just let them work professionally and no one has to, possibly lose their tongue, or we do this the hard way. Which do you want to do it?
Fine, I feel my tongue.
If I can just bring something up, I get the everybody wanting to fix the tongue, which is totally fine. Although it wouldn't be too wise to fight over it, considering that you may need your numbers for whatever may be coming to you. So, just saying.
I'd rather make an entirely new character than travel with someone who I have to spend intelligence checks just to understand what the fuck is this dude saying. So, thank you for the
You are
advice.
going to choke
Let's
on
do
blood,
this,
and you're gonna
nurses.
lose that character.
And by the way, even if you fix his tongue right now, his tongue will still be swollen or hurt, so he will still have trouble talking.
How long will it take before he can talk normally?
Probably
It's
a
gonna
month or
take
two.
days. Weeks. Yeah.
Weeks?
Weeks.
All right, well, I'll just give you a pencil, and I'll give you a couple of pages out of my police notebook for you to write stuff down
Oh,
and
okay.
communicate with us.
Thank you very much, officer. We have somewhere to go. Away from you. And Lorraine, if you're
Yeah,
cool
don't
with
worry,
it.
guys. My handwriting's really good.
So I,
This is your handwriting voice? Jesus. Why of all
that's
people did
worse
you
than
lose
mine,
your
and I literally have like dysgraphia. So
Aw. All right.
Okay, so what is the mission? Where are we going? What is our next move?
You you see me grab, stand in the rain and start tugging them towards the cemetery where we were originally.
Roy follows.
I'm hoping you stay with us, but I'm not gonna force you to do anything.
So you guys are going to the cemetery?
Yes.
That's that.
That's what
Oh,
you think
yeah,
is behind all of the townspeople going crazy?
It's our best bet.
There's some things we've experienced today and some information we found in the library. It points to something possibly being in the cemetery. Um, Out of curiosity, did you happen to have some type of hallucination that showed a bunch of dead people walking out of the cemetery?
You can.
You're asking me?
Yeah, she asked you. So what you want to do, since you're not sure if you had it or not, roll a 1d2, and you can use 1 for yes or 2 for no. So you will type / roll space 1 letter D 2. So yes, he did have the vision.
Alright, I saw something really crazy, and for lack of, anything else, I'm gonna go with you guys, because
Alright, well,
Hey,
should we head out?
let's go.
There's no time to waste.
Alright. No time like the present.
As we're traveling to the cemetery, we'll just the new officer that's with us, we'll just catch him up on what we found in regards to in the library we found stories and evidence of this goddess from Egypt, Bast, like a giant cat lady, and her cats would just kind of come out and eat a bunch of people. Um, and we think that's happening here. We don't know why, but based off of the vision that we all had of the cemetery,
And um,
we don't know where else to go, so we're just gonna go there.
you're more than welcome to roll in this case your psychology if you have any doubts of whatever she's telling you. And that'll help you discern if she's telling you the truth or not.
well, I saw this vision.
Well,
I
yeah,
saw
but
some pretty strange
even though
things
besides you
during the
saw the
war.
vision, you've also been tracking all these murders since they started to happen because the police was going left and right. Um, you might have been also one of the police officers that went into the hospital where the second murder took place, that this nice little group was involved in it. Not necessarily that they were guilty of it, but they were there. And at some point they got accused, but thankfully, because of Dan and his wits, he managed to, and obviously your character wouldn't know this, but he managed to grab his dagger and put it in the purse of the charge nurse that was at the hospital.
Oh, I
So,
remember that. Yeah.
so the police didn't end up finding the dagger on him, and that's how he got off the hook. But you would have remembered talking to them at the hospital, definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm a
Yeah.
police detective, so I'm sure I've seen them around at this point.
I wonder if that dagger was.
I'm sorry, if that dagger was
Maybe.
what?
Oh, dagger.
When the rest of you looked up this, because I wasn't there, or I wasn't of much use, this Buffett,
Oh,
this
shit.
cat god, did it list any sort of weaknesses or traits?
No,
No,
there was no sorts of weaknesses. The only thing the text said was that she despises when cats are hurt, and that there has to be a way to get rid of her. And although nobody has been able to find out exactly how to get rid of her, so she normally there is a belief that she normally leaves whenever she wants to. So there could very well be something at the cemetery that maybe just keeps her over there. Remember that you also found evidence based on the writings that it told you who she was. That normally she doesn't necessarily just appear herself. That in this case around, she was brought by some other entity. Another entity that you guys encountered, or some of you guys encountered before, particularly on the previous campaign.
What about that?
So she's the goddess of cats. Is it that, you know, if you could harm a cat or harm multiple cats, you could possibly distract her? I realize that you're saying that there's no sort of, you know, way to actually hurt her. So our best bet is to find a way to reason with her, trap her, or something like that. And I also realize you're saying that there is someone who is summoning her in some capacity. But I just want to know if the cats are somehow relevant.
Well, there is nothing saying that you cannot harm her. It's just that she just doesn't like when her cats are hurt.
All right.
So just so you understand that what summons her is not human, and he's also not happy with Dan.
Why?
And I think you're the only one that escaped.
Why is it not happy with Dan? What did Dan do to it?
He got away.
He what?
He got away. Wasn't Dan at the hotel?
Oh, yeah, I was at the hotel.
Yeah,
I
Dan
was
got
at the
away.
hotel.
He
So it's
escaped.
upset with Dan because he left. He got away from it. Okay.
Yes, he
Yeah.
survived.
And what is the thing that summoned Baphomet? What did Dan see anything? I quit the accent just because I gotta say this a little faster, so we can keep time. What did it look like? Was it a person, man, woman, child?
Oh. Looks
He
like a man.
was when the group saw him. He looked like this strange being. Mind you, that they were in a different world when they saw him, and he was wearing some sort of a robe. He had tentacles for feet. He had like a huge tentacle on its head that was just popping out, and that was like its head. And excuse me, he was reading a book and trying to conjure something on some sort of a crystal or a portal of sorts. And the investigators ultimately tried to go to that portal in order to escape. Ultimately, most of them died, but Dan managed to escape.
Okay. We don't know anything about this other guy, right? You guys don't have any mythological clues on him, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. So off to the cemetery we go to continue investigating.
Yes. All right.
Let's go.
Do we want to try and get there as fast as possible or sneak
As fast. Roy would recommend going as fast as possible, but we need to make it a group choice.
there? DM, how many people are we seeing left in the streets?
Well, right now the situation is a little dire. Um, Mainly because you do see people left and right on the streets dead.
Okay.
In some cases, You hear some screaming due to the fact that there may be some other people getting attacked. Um, but obviously, some of those people you don't necessarily see them. Wherever there are dead people on the ground, you see cats just eating. Cats look at you, but they don't really pay any attention to you. It's not like they're gonna attack you or anything like that. Um, and that's it. That's all you see. I mean, everything is a mess. You notice that there's been vehicles at some point, maybe driving, that they crashed, and some of them crashed on other vehicles. Some of them crashed on houses. Um, Things are bad.
All right. I agree with Roy. We just need to go.
Let's go.
Get away.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
let's
head
go.
over there, and you get right about here. Let me see if I can move you down a little right there. So you will be like right in front of the cemetery. Actually, right there. So the view from there is that you notice that on top of the top of the cemetery, there's this pinkish red cloud that just seems to cover the area. There's all sorts of lights coming out of the ground. It doesn't necessarily make sense as to how. What you can see from there is that tombs are open. At least some of them that you can see. Some of the crypts that you can see also, they seem open because you can see that cats go in and out, or they appear to be going in and out. And that's about it that you see so far. I'll go ahead and roll spot hidden.
Can't tell if I'm okay. It's just lag.
All right. You notice that, well, those of you that passed the roll, notice that there's some different type of movement. You notice that something is moving around that it kind of looks like people. People could be potentially moving, although they just move in a very very strange way. They just don't seem to be walking like people. I mean, granted that they're standing upright and on two legs, but some of them, they seem to be moving a little too slow. And some of them, they just move all together like completely weird and strange.
But they're all bipedal. They're all on two legs.
Yes.
And do they look like they're walking with a purpose, or they're just kind of shambling?
They just, you wouldn't know if they have a purpose or not at that moment, but they seem to be just walking around like going somewhere. I mean, they are not all walking together. They just seem to be
Okay.
one here, one there, one over there, and just walking around. So far, you just see them, but you know, you don't necessarily know exactly if they're going somewhere or not specifically.
But they're not all walking together in the same direction.
Not on the same direction, no.
Okay. Still creepy. Aside from the pinkish cloud, do we see anything else unusual?
No, that's about it. That's about as much as you can see from where you're at.
Do they notice us?
Nope, not really.
Is it because we're too far away, or just because, you know, they don't care?
You're too far away.
Oh,
How many?
How many what?
How many people are there?
Well, you can see some cats. There's scripts and stuff that covers your view, so you see, maybe walking around. I wouldn't say, I don't know, maybe up to 5 different of those people walking around in different areas that you may be able to see. But then again, keep in mind that the area where the cemetery is quite big, and you have buildings obstructing your view, you have crypts obstructing your view. So you can probably see, when you look at the map, you can probably see like this area over here and this area over here. Actually, this area over here, whatever the street view allows you to see. Then you don't get to see like far back or the middle or the sides.
Are they wearing street clothes, normal clothes?
You cannot tell. They're too far.
Roy's gonna be like, we have no time to waste. I'm going to take the lead. Everyone fall in behind me, pay attention if there's anyone around you. If anyone gets close, don't hesitate to pull the trigger. Let's try to get to the other side and see if we can find anyone who's normal or anything odd here. I would rather not just stand here. everyone
okay,
good with
Roy's
that?
gonna take her knife out. I got my knife out. Let's do this.
All right. So you head
I
on
guess get.
down the road.
Yeah,
Right.
we go down, but like it's like in a straight line, and I'm in the first part of the line, and if any of the zombies starts coming closer to us, I'm going to unload on them.
All right. So you get to
And then kind
the
of like, make sure that we either stop and make sure it's taken care of, or I just let the rest of the group go past as I like try to stall.
Okay. So you get to the entrance of the cemetery. Cemetery has a nice trail that goes from here all the way towards the back, and then there's a division that comes down here and another division that goes up here, where there's different tombs and crypts and people just bury. So when you get to that area where you're at and you look inside, you see that there's cats everywhere. Although the cats don't seem to care much about anything. Whether they're eating or just walking around or just licking themselves or just doing what cats do mainly. You still unfortunately cannot see whatever is way back here because you just don't have access to that. But what you do see around here and here is that there's a few things just walking that maybe shouldn't be walking. I'm going to show you what you see. Give me just a moment. Okay. The first vision you have is of something like this.
Jesus, Dan, I just saw you were writing.
Yeah.
And then, let me find the name of the other thing that you see. Found it. All right, where is it? This. Okay, and you see this nice little numbers walking around too.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Do those seem like they walk like differently? They walk between the zombies, and there's like something off about them.
They walk everywhere. Yeah.
How many are there?
Like
Uh, well, where you can count. Let's see. Since you asked, go ahead and
Well,
roll
it's not.
a. Go ahead and
It's not
roll.
so important how many are there. How many are between us and the location we want to get to?
Well, you don't really know yet where you want to get to. It's pretty much what you can see so
Okay.
far. And over here, where you see,
Okay.
go ahead and roll a 1d15.
Okay.
DM, do they move in a pattern or move in a way that if we saw the distance we would understand that it was those creatures and not just a person?
Okay, so you see 3 of those zombies. Give me just a second. And then go ahead and roll a 1d10. All right, and you'd see 3 also of those creatures. And I'm sorry. What did you ask me before?
Oh, I was just asking, do they move in a way that's so unique that from a distance we would know that they're not a human or a zombie?
Um, Truth be told, you cannot tell that they're not zombies because they don't move like zombies. The zombies do move like zombies, but these guys, they don't necessarily move like zombies. If anything, they move very very quick, almost as if they were running.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay.
So the zombies
Are
are
they?
shuffling, slow.
The zombies seem to be a little slow. Yeah.
Are these creatures grouped together, or is there like one at each cardinal direction?
No, they're just at random spots over there.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out like how many I can shoot at one moment.
I got 3 shots.
Well, you can. The way we do it is, you tell me which one do you want to shoot. If you kill it, we automatically assume that you shoot the other one. Otherwise, if you don't kill it, obviously you still gotta shoot that one again, or you can decide to change your target
Yeah.
after.
Um. So yeah. That was an accident, but that was the point anyway. I'm gonna shoot the elephant gun, 2 barrel, the farthest one on the left. Before I shoot it, just because I clicked it before I said this, but I would tell, in very quick Russian and just in English as well. Um, those with guns, stand with me. Those with knives, stand behind. We need to make sure that they cannot penetrate our line. As I
Right.
take the first shot.
Quickly step behind Roy.
Okay.
I guess that means me. And then Lorraine
Me
lines
too.
lines up beside with her shotgun. I'm not very good at it though.
What do you do to roll for an attack?
You
All
go
right.
to the combat area and then you click the weapon you want to attack with, and it will roll. And
All
make
right.
sure you're not in edit mode.
You roll, and you shot that creature.
I get like 3 shots with it.
So,
So you
let's
just like click on the
see.
weapon.
All right. So hold on. One at a time. Let's go one at a time.
All 3 of them.
Hold
hit.
on a second. Let's go one at a time. Okay. So you took a shot, and obviously now everyone knows that you guys are there. The zombies and the other 2 guests look that way, and they start heading towards the entrance to get to you. You, Roy, you took a shot, but you didn't quite kill it. You hurt it pretty bad, but it's not that. So, Dan, what do you want to do?
I mean, it says I can take a second shot, 1 or 2. It says.
Oh, if you
The
have 2
elephant
shots,
shoots
you can take your
twice.
second shot. That's fine.
All right.
Outside though. Oh yeah.
see what happened there. Okay.
I missed. Second shot missed. First one hit.
All right, damn. What do you do?
I'll probably try shooting first, I guess.
Okay, go for it. All right, so that one is dead, and then you got 3 on the other one. Hold on, Christopher Tom. Yeah, 3 points. Okay, just a second. 17. Okay, cool. All right, and okay, Lorraine. Lorraine, what
Yeah.
do you do?
I guess I'm gonna try firing the shotgun.
Okay, go for it.
Damn,
Ooh,
was
that
close.
would have been a nice shot. Look at that. Okay, and let's see. So is what, Rose? Yeah, Rose.
I'm just making sure nothing comes up behind us.
Okay, and then Dave, Gustav.
I already took the shots up.
Oh, you did? Let me see.
Yeah.
Gustav. Oh, I see. Wow. All right. 7, 10, 12. Okay. So the second ghoul is dead. Or gassed, I guess I should say. Actually, all of them are dead. All right. So now you just got the zombies to deal with for the moment. The zombies are just walking slow towards you. They don't necessarily walk fast. They seem to be missing chunks of their bodies. But before we continue into that, everybody owes me some sanity.
Damn it.
Ah, damn.
Oh, thank God.
It's the sanest thing to do is to shoot things that look like they'll kill you. Yeah.
All right, so everybody please roll a 1d2.
What do you have to roll here?
You have to type it out.
forward-
You have to
yeah.
type out the words roll or forward
Well,
slash
everybody
roll
rolled
1d2.
sanity. You just click on it.
Yep.
Ooh, I didn't make it.
Okay, you didn't make it. So go ahead and roll a 1d3, please. So again, type / roll 1d3.
That I know how to do.
All right, make sure you update your sanity in the sheet. And what do we do next, fellas?
Wait, so
And
do we
lady.
subtract that amount from our
Sorry.
sanity?
Hold on.
Yep, you subtract whatever you got from your sanity.
What happens when our sanity reaches 0? Do we die?
You go insane.
No, it will most likely not
Is
reach
there a way to
0.
restore sanity?
Yeah, over long periods of time, if you decide to take therapy, which your character will not be useful during that time. Otherwise, what happens is when you lose 5 points of sanity, you lose temporary control of your character, a couple of turns, and your character gains a phobia. And it could be a phobia to anything. And then obviously it makes it a little bit more difficult to control your character at that point because your character seems to be scared of whatever that phobia is. Ultimately, once you reach, I believe, about 15 points of sanity, that's when you just gotta be institutionalized because you're just no good.
Okay, alright, I got it.
Yeah. All right. So what's the
I
plan?
guess I fire on the first zombie to my farthest left. This
do we
weapon
want to
has.
shoot them or just run around them?
Um, do you think that there's going to be more? Let me say this like a Russian. Do you think this is going to be more of them coming after us if we just take them out now?
Um, this is the Arkham Cemetery. There's hundreds of thousands of people buried in here. I don't know how many are going to rise.
Okay,
Um,
good point. Good point. Let's just run it. We don't have time to kill every undead. Only the ones that look extra dangerous.
yes. I like your caution.
Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right.
I don't know how to say that.
Oh,
All right.
Idemo.
You enter the cemetery. With a little bit of speed, you dodge the zombies and you finally make it to the inside of the cemetery. From here, you can actually see inside. Due to the zombies actually making some noise, you do notice that there's a 1d20 dice of ghasts heading your direction. Again, the cats don't necessarily move or do anything. However, what you do see back here, from where you're at, which you are finally capable of seeing, is that out of the pieces of crypt that was destroyed, something managed to build some sort of area with a throne where Bast seems to be sitting over there, alongside 4 Bengal tigers that keep her company, and a bunch of little kitties.
she's just hanging out there,
She sure is.
in the flesh.
So there's just a god sitting there?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Hello, DM.
What was the question?
There's just a god sitting there?
Yes, and I will need also Sandy for seeing her. Thank you.
And 4 tigers just hanging out.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
the tigers don't. Yeah,
Oh, well.
it's mostly
You gotta roll
seeing her.
Right now.
Ooh, I made it.
And this one's gonna be costly. So I need
God damn it.
yeah. Well, everybody that passed owes me a 1d5 right off the bat. Everybody that didn't pass owes me a 1d10. You literally see a human body with paws.
Oh, you.
It's got
Oh
cat
my
paws,
God.
a tongue,
Oh
and
wow.
a cat head.
Dude.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Holy Jesus Christ.
hey, Lord Keeper,
Oh.
I think I went
Everybody's
over
getting temp insanity.
5 sanity points in one session. I think I need something to happen.
All right, so
Yeah,
this is
same
what's gonna
boy.
happen.
I went over. I'm at like 8 right now, and I think Lorraine just got a double, so that's like, I don't know, double worse.
All right, so okay, so when you guys actually see this, it is such a shock to see such a strange creature. I mean, ultimately, it looks like, truthfully, you just mutate a cat with a person, and it's just crazy. And she's just licking her paws and also licking the tigers and laying with the tigers over there in that throne. And your characters just cannot handle it. And all of a sudden, they just, in fear, just turn around and just run uncontrollably somewhere. You just don't know exactly where they run, but they just run. So we're going to speed this up for the sake of the game. So first of all, anybody that roll a 5 or more, what you need to do is you need to, if you click on your token over there on the map, you will see that there's a list of buttons in purple that appear on the top of the screen. So you will click on that, the Phobias gain, and you will get one of those.
Where is
No!
Wait, how are you
Wait,
gonna have
Sam,
your needles
Sam.
when you're a nurse?
Damn, does a knife count as a pointed object?
This what?
Does a knife?
Uh, yes.
God damn it.
Oops, whoops, my bad.
Well,
Dan, how did you do with your roll? Let me see.
I rolled a 1.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm just that good.
Your
I'm
character's
from Europe.
your character's just been through so much. He's like immune. He just takes a deep breath. It's like, all right, let's go.
Seems about right.
Yeah. All right. So now that you guys did that, you're all gonna be at different parts of town. So now the different parts of town where you're at doesn't really matter. What really is gonna matter to you is the fact that we're gonna have to roll to see how much of your equipment you still got left in your possessions, due to the fact that, you know, when you run, you could have gone naked out of being crazy. You could have gotten mugged. Anything could have happened to you, really. So everybody, please go ahead and roll your luck.
Did we all fail?
I succeeded. I'm chilling.
I succeeded as well.
Okay.
Ozark, how do you have 7 luck?
Because I used it for other roles. You can use your luck as something.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know,
certainly.
but like, I've used it too. I still have 55.
Good for you, friend. Good for fucking you. But I have 7, so I'm dealing with that. I don't need, sass.
We're here
Okay.
for a good time and a long time.
All right. So those of you that roll success on your luck roll, obviously you still have everything. You wake up, you notice that you have all your stuff, but you just don't know exactly where you're at in town. You're just somewhere. You do remember seeing that vision, and you don't know how you got there. Those of you that failed your luck roll, go ahead and roll a 1d100, and we'll see how much of what percentage of your belongings you lose. All right. So I want to say that all 3 of you lose about the same amount of stuff, which is you're probably going to lose your shoes. You're probably going to lose your jacket if you had any, and whatever possessions you had on you that you couldn't stick them in a pocket on your pants.
Fuck.
I lost my gun. My gun was in my.
Well, I didn't have anything, so.
How many of my guns did I lose?
I want to say all of them.
Even the pistol that's in like a holster on my
No, if it's in a
side?
holster, no. But if it is something that you will have to hang around because you don't have any room to put it anywhere else, within your stuff, or if it's something that you will have to wear, like on your chest or whatever, then yeah,
What about the dynamite?
that's gone too.
Okay.
Oof.
Dan, you should have some dynamite. I think I put some dynamite on your inventory from last time, or your possessions or something like that. You should have at least 10 sticks, because last time when you guys went to the gun shop, you took 10 sticks and he took other 10 sticks of dynamite.
Add that then.
But okay, so what do you guys do now?
I listen to the
We snap
sound
out
of
of
a
it.
huge explosion for where my stuff might be if someone set off the dynamite. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I also listen for an explosion.
You know, there is no explosion or anything at the moment happening. You just see the cats going around and eating, and you know, things are exactly about the same. Dan, since you
Uh,
didn't actually run away, hold on, let me see where you're at.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know why I moved your character, because she will still be there. What would you do? Because you're technically still there, and the zombies were still going for you. Granted that you guys were outrunning them, and you knew you had all those ghasts ultimately coming at you. You know, ultimately, I imagine that something would have gone like, you know, you just saw your associates running away and probably getting naked as they were running, just losing stuff to try to run faster, and these creatures are coming at you.
Shit. Just start fucking running.
Okay. Would you
So I'm
run
not
with
gonna drop
any
any
of
shit, and I'm
them?
not going insane.
Would you follow any of them, or would you just go on your own somewhere?
I'd probably just start running anyway. Just
Okay.
away.
All right. So we're just gonna leave you there.
Megan, I'm gonna head to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So let's see who's next. Lorraine. What do you do?
I think Lorraine just said she was going.
Oh, okay.
Going to the bathroom.
Then Birdie, you, since you were talking, what do you
All
do?
right, snapped out of it. I don't know. The original plan was to go to the cemetery, which we did, and it didn't turn out well.
Yeah. No.
Birdie does not feel comfortable being by herself. I'm gonna start to make my way back to the cemetery, but I'm going to actively be looking for Roy or Dan or Lorraine. But
Okay.
I am going to start walking back towards the cemetery because that's where we all were. So I'm hoping that's where we're going to.
All right. Well, definitely by the next turn, you're gonna have made it there. So at least you're gonna be here, and Dan probably is gonna be able to see you from there. So we can go ahead and move Dan down here too. What about Roy?
Roy would be upset with himself that he freaked out the presence of a god. And now he's afraid to go into houses because he's afraid he sees the eyes of the god in there. But he needs to find everyone else. So he'll start searching and heading probably west across the city, tracing his pathway back to the cemetery and along the way looking for anyone.
All right. Gustav, what about you? Oh, sorry.
Do you need me to roll anything?
Sorry,
or
no,
just-
I was muted. Okay, Gustav, what about you? What do you do?
gonna head back towards the cemetery.
All right, so you start heading back. You obviously know the town because you're a police officer, so you start heading down, and you will also see them eventually and reunite with them. Who is this? Hold on a second. That is not somebody that needs to be there. Okay, cool.
Can I
So
do a spot hidden, by the way, just to see if I find my stuff anywhere?
yeah, go ahead and do spying. All right. Go ahead and roll your luck.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm going to allow you to find all your stuff with that kind of roll.
Ooh,
Bastard.
He
hey,
rolled a 2.
he's a professional.
Like 2 out of 7. You know what that means?
a soldier that can't find his gun is not a soldier. He's a civilian.
A 2 out of a
That's all I've.
7. He even found a 2 out of a 7. He even found his shoes. Okay. So,
I
all
even
right.
find my grandfather's long lost Russian coin. I didn't even know I lost it, but it's right there.
All right. So, back again. Dan, what do you do? Or since you're all grouped up together down there, what's the consensus?
Mhm.
Well, now that we've seen Bast, if we see her, if we see it again, are we gonna freak out and run, or what?
No, the only reason why you will freak out and run is, if you let me see just a second. If you have to go near a house, if you have to handle or see a needle or a pointed object, or if you are a messy person. Obviously, not everybody, but those of you that got those phobias.
Okay, so if we've seen something before, it's not gonna push us over the edge. As far
No,
as
those
the
those
creatures.
particular things are not gonna bother you anymore.
Okay.
At least not mentally.
Where's World right now?
We all back up.
All right, so eventually all of you manage to get together.
Can everyone else also roll spot hidden checks for their stuff?
Uh, sure.
Oh, I guess we're sorry, surrounded by us.
Um, everybody else can roll to see if they find their stuff. Lorraine, are you back?
Yes.
Okay. So Lorraine, you can go ahead and roll spy hidden. You can see if you find your stuff too.
I didn't lose any of my stuff. I passed the law.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, no problem. So then you would have been over here with Dan all along. All right, cool.
So who doesn't have their stuff?
Ultimately, yeah. Rose.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you a hand axe.
Well,
Dan, does that count?
Rose, you can also roll intelligence.
Okay.
And that'll allow you to remember that the gun shop that you guys ransacked, it's still open. If you guys still want to go a couple blocks down the road to get your stuff, However, right about now, since you guys managed to walk all the way across town and back and all that, you guys are gonna take a power roll.
So, are we all rolling power? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is nothing.
Alright.
One time I was in the ditch with only my fists and a dead mongoose. I used its bones as weapons.
All right. So,
Yeah, I failed mine.
yeah, I see that. Okay. So, Rose, go ahead and roll a. Let me see who failed. Okay. Roll a 1d3 for me, please, and thank you. 2. Go ahead and roll Spahin.
Black.
Okay. You find a nice sizable rock on the ground, and go ahead and roll your. Hold on. Let me see what is called that thing. Just a second.
Get my strength because I'm weak.
Roll
my
your. Where is it? Jeez. Roll your brawl.
My brawl.
Yep.
Even better.
Ruh-roh.
Wait, where is my brawl?
It's on the top middle of the sheet.
Top middle of the sheet.
Yeah, I think I saw it in the middle on the top. Look again. No, I'm sorry. It's the letter L.
Wait, I saw it.
So here.
I saw it. It got moved over.
Yeah.
There we go.
Brawl. All right. So number 2, that would have been Lorraine. Lorraine, you notice how Rose just tried to hit you with a huge rock and obviously she missed, but she just did that. And then Gustav, we agreed that you lost most of your stuff. However, your baton, I believe that gets attached to your pants, so you would still have that. So you're gonna roll your brawl too with that little number, but first you're gonna roll 1d3. All right. So go ahead and roll your brawl, and we're gonna add your baton to your sheet. We're gonna do that, and that way you can just roll the baton next turn.
Where's brawl on here?
It's on the top right side of the sheet under fighting. What?
Keep
Oh,
flipping
hold on.
over to edit
Yeah,
mode every
yeah.
time
I'm
I
trying to
try
edit
do it.
your sheet, but go ahead, roll. Click the brawl. There you go. All right. Then you're more than welcome to dodge if you want.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all really dodged that shit.
All right. So yeah, you notice that Gustav is acting a little strange, and he seems to be under some sort of effect, hitting you and screaming at you and acting a little weird, same as Rose right now. Gentlemen and lady, what would you guys do?
try to disarm him and yell at him in his ear to, like basically put him in a, like slip behind him and put his arms like under mine, put my arms under his and then up around his neck and yell into his ear saying, what the hell are you doing, man? So is that just brawl or is that something else?
No, that will be if you're not gonna punch him, you will just use your strength. So just roll your strength. All right. Gustav, please roll your strength. All right. He countered it actually. So he kind of got let go and managed to escape your grapple. Okay, so
Does
that
it
was
say
Roy.
anything?
So that was Roy. So Lorraine, what would your character do? If anything.
Lorraine.
Oh, sorry. Someone came in, started talking to me.
Yeah, so what would your character do at this point?
Lorraine would definitely try to get through to Rose, just try to talk to her, probably with a persuade check, if that's viable.
Well, I mean, you can roll it if you want, but that's not gonna do anything. She's kind of possessed at the moment. She will need a power roll to get out of that.
Like the people from the restaurant, I think.
Yeah.
I'm little, just push me.
Backhander.
There's a reason we have guns.
I don't.
Well, back in the 1920s, that wouldn't be so off the backhand. But yeah, I know Evan would have done that.
Yeah, he would have.
I don't wanna hurt Rose. That's the thing. But like,
So
I
you
can't-
want to go for persuasion, right? You want to convince her somehow, break her out of this.
I have a feeling that she is trying to hurt you. So, well, you guys can decide to run if you want. I mean, that's an option too.
Not a chance in hell.
Yeah, I guess Lorraine will run then. So is that a dexterity roll? Or is she just running?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Lorraine's gonna run.
Okay. So you run. You run a little bit to the side to where she's not a threat to you. She can get to you. You just see her that she stays over there looking at the other investigators. And then finally your turn. What do you do?
Well, in the spirit of Evan, I'm gonna fail to backhand.
All right, so you try to hit her to get her senses back, and she just dodged. I mean, you just missed. So
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a really light backhand. He's like,
yeah,
didn't really
Some-
like
some
hurt her.
sense
Just
into
kind of brushed her face.
yeah. So Rose, one more time. 1d2 this time because what's her name? Rand. Lorraine Rand. Okay, 2. So that'll be Roy. And we're gonna go ahead and use your brawl again.
Not working for you, Rory.
Look at that critical.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I
Roy
put nothing into fighting.
just moved and saw in slow motion actually hitting him. The Matrix.
Like in Russian, he'll say to you like "Что ты радуешь, жена? Я знам тебя."
That was
It's
Matrix
it's like
type
saying like
stuff.
like he dodges like very briefly, just kind of like sidesteps because he's like
Yep.
used to almost getting hit by people, and mostly women.
All right. Good stuff. Same for you. 1d2, please. Dan. All right. And go ahead and roll your baton that now you actually have on your sheet. You're going to have to go to combat and click on the baton.
Who's he attacking?
Dan.
Me.
Christopher Tumblr. Wow. Okay. No. You hit the. Oh, no, actually, no. You hit it right. Okay. Yep.
Did it right.
All right. So, Lorraine. I'm sorry, not Lorraine. Rose and Gustav. Now you guys get to do a power roll. See if you can snap out of it.
Yeah, we can't spend
Alright.
luck or push a power roll, right?
Gustav actually snaps out of it. And you
Can we
do
say
too.
that he hit himself with the baton like really hard?
All right, so you guys
And Lorraine
managed
hit
to snap
herself with
out.
the rock.
You guys managed to snap out, and you see that the rest of the group in front of you is just taking cover, and both Rose and Gustav, both of you are super confused as to why the guys in front of you are kind of looking upset and kind of on guard.
Am I still holding the
What's wrong
rock?
with you too?
Yep, you are holding the rock.
I dropped the rock.
Okay.
What did you attack us?
What happened?
No idea.
Yeah, that would have been
Wasn't that weird
detrimental.
cat god?
By the way, when
Did she
you
take
would have gone
control of it?
into and missed that power roll, you would have noticed that you saw them as if they were zombies, and you were scared of your life, and you were just trying to attack them and get and kill them because you were fearing for your life.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't draw the 45.
Well, you don't have it.
You guys explain how you what you saw, or
Yeah, Rose is just she's gonna apologize. She's just gonna say everybody was a zombie. I don't know what happened.
Well, you said that if we had a holster, we kept our weapon.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You had the holster. Never mind. My bad.
Lorraine, get back here.
Looking around for Lorraine.
So Rose and Dan. Good. Oh wait, no, Gustav.
Hmm.
You said you saw us as zombies, and we've been seeing these zombies. Is it maybe? I don't know this, but I've heard of it where people get confused in the battlefield. Maybe that we aren't really seeing zombies either, even when we're not feeling strange. Maybe those aren't zombies at all.
Mm,
I think the ones in the cemetery are.
we saw like open graves, right? Like just earth erupted and everything. Yeah.
Because they were with those freaky one-eyed claw things in there.
You
Yeah,
guys
I think
feel free.
Mega.
Yeah, you guys feel free to go
Okay.
interact with them and shake hands if you want. I mean, we can see how that goes if you want.
No, but Dan, when we were in the cemetery, you were describing like open caskets and
I sure did.
open
Yes,
tombs, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I did. I did.
Rose was just gonna say,
Am I still running?
No,
No,
back
you're
to
not.
us.
You only run a couple
Yelled out,
steps to the side just to
Okay.
move away.
Alright.
I'm gonna say that to Roy though. Just now, all of you looks like zombies trying to hurt me. I I think I'm back to my senses, and if that's the case, then I think that these are real zombies. And I'll point to whatever shambling dead is near us.
Um. All right. So
okay,
now that everybody's all
what's the
happy, back
plan now?
together, and back in the real world, what's the plan, if there's any?
Do we try a second attempt, second go with this god? Perhaps I hold off those weird, faster creatures while the rest of you try to make a deal? Or do we have to find someone who maybe knows how to fix this? Because this is out of my element. I have no idea. I'm half of mind to just leave this city right now to burn.
Does anybody still have dynamite?
I do. 10 sticks. What about the other guy? Doesn't he also have
I
dynamite?
also have 10 sticks,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
No, he does.
I
She's
do not
sitting
have.
on a throne, which
Can
means
you,
that she's sitting pretty comfortable here in our city.
can you kill a god with dynamite?
If you get
You
enough.
did
Can we
throw
make
that
her?
idea around, actually.
Yeah, can we make her just uncomfortable enough to just leave? Like if she leaves, the cats will leave.
I don't think
I mean,
even
this
if we did hurt her, I don't think we can kill her. Maybe, but I think the only way is to find whatever she wants and convince her, or kill the man who summoned her. Because
I
the
think
summoner may be gone.
going for the summoner makes sense.
But we don't know what he is, or what he really
Gotta
looks
be
like.
nearby.
Well, about that, um, you only read that such entity might have brought her. However, you have not seen or heard anything about that entity over there, or even seen that entity. And also, you in your defense, you have not necessarily looked up that entity this time around, because this time around that entity doesn't necessarily seem to be a threat. You guys, it seems to me like you assumed right off the bat that the threat was the cat lady, so you were just happy and dandy with whatever information you got about the cat lady. You're more than welcome to go back to the library if you want to look for something else.
I'll speak for him. I don't know if Roy ends up if Roy ends up losing that power, he could kill half of us before he snaps.
I can just close my eyes and ears and, you know, wait until something, if we are getting close to her. I don't think she can affect us, because I remember I looked at her and then it hit me. So as long as one of you points her out or at least knows where she is, and I'm not quite facing that direction, I don't think I will be under control. But if I do go crazy for any reason, very easy way to take me out is just throw a lighter on me, set me on fire. The dynamite will go off.
Well, that's morbid.
Yeah.
We are stuck in a city full of zombies and fast-moving, unnatural creatures. This is more than more.
So
All right. So what's the decision?
it sounds like we have three options. Just leave. One we can totally do. Try to hurt her enough that she leaves the city or attempt to communicate with her to see if there's a way to beg her to leave.
She gonna speak our language?
Well, she's a goddess. I feel like she doesn't really need words, but that is a good point. I do not speak ancient Egyptian.
Certainly not me.
Well, I don't speak goddess either, so
Can-
All right. So, Dan, what do you think you guys should do?
I'm not entirely sure, man. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I think we should
Um,
go to the library.
Go back to the library?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think we tried to take her out, but we got close and some stuff happened, and then we almost had to kill you. So I would rather double check and see if we know anything about the second individual before we go and try killing her again. If we can't find anything on him, then we gotta go. We gotta at least try.
Okay. And we can also just look up to see how those other uh events, how they ended.
okay. So you guys going back to the
Hopefully, it's
library?
not with everyone died.
Yeah, probably the best.
All right.
All right, so we are looking specifically for
Back to the
isn't that
library it
seven?
is. You guys enter
Yeah.
the library. You see that there's a bunch of cats eating. Um, go ahead, roll spot hidden. I'm sorry, library use.
Dan, the cats, they just look like normal cats, right?
Yes.
I'm not so good at this, but
Me neither.
I got good stealth. I could sneak up behind with the dynamite and, boom. Try that.
We might also be able to just wrap a bunch of dynamite on the cats and throw it at her.
Jesus.
All
I
right,
feel like
so
the cats
nobody
would run away
passed
from their
the
mistress and
library
not
use.
towards her.
Hey,
Like if they
Dan.
had
What do you-
something.
Well, I
Dan.
can keep going further, but the plan gets more gruesome. So
Hey, Dan.
maybe
Did
just
you
wrap
roll
the
library
dynamite
use?
together.
Dan crashed, I
Uh,
guess. Something happened to him because he
Oh,
completely disappeared.
oh man.
I don't know what happened. Well, I can roll it for him. That's fine.
But if she's a goddess of cats, what if we got her some kind of cat-themed present, and we put the dynamite in the present?
so
Like what?
women love jewelry.
You guys don't find
Women love
anything at the
sweets.
library.
Cool. We're going with Plan B. We're going to give her all the presents.
So just give us
Nothing
some
at all.
kind of offering.
So
What
what?
if we get a bunch of dead rats and put the dynamite under the rats?
Or DM, I would know
You will know what?
where the jewelry stores are.
Jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
A jewelry store?
Is
Yes.
Baphomet also the
Yeah,
goddess of
you will know what
jewelry?
jewelry store is. Oh, there he is.
No, she's not the goddess of jewelry, but diamonds.
Wait. Hello.
Yeah, he's back.
Bayun.
But you can do your own roll if you want, Dan, for library use. I did it for you, but now that you're back, you can roll it yourself if
Okay.
you want.
Let me just load in.
Yep.
Internet's playing up a little bit.
All good.
I think your plan, Rose, is good. Gods like gold, usually. Even the Tsar likes houses filled with gold. So
That's
she
what,
will probably think it's an offering.
that's what, all the books say. I was about to say movies, but uh, but in Egypt, when they get married with a bunch of gold and stuff. So, DM, we're gonna go looting.
You're gonna do what?
We're gonna loot.
We're gonna look for
A
a
jewelry store?
jewelry house or anybody with a lot of jewelry on them.
All right, go ahead
And
and
take it.
roll. Um, let's see what you can roll for that.
Spot hidden.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me see. Just a sec. See what will make the
Well,
most
since
sense.
Rose and Gustav are from
No,
here,
not
would we
spy hidden. I will roll intelligence for that.
intelligence?
As
Or
it will
would it
be
be like
more of a
navigation?
yeah.
So,
Yep.
so go with intelligence.
Nice.
All right.
Double
So.
nice.
All right. So apparently Lorraine and Birdie, both of you know where the jewelry store is.
Totally not sexist at all.
No.
I know.
Well, at least it was the luck of the draw and not me saying it. But yeah.
It doesn't even live in Arkham. She just knows where it is.
Hey, at least you didn't.
Yeah.
At least you didn't fumble 5 times again.
Oh my god.
Don't breathe that back into existence.
That do not manifest that. That is we are.
All right.
Ah,
So, you guys go to the jewelry store. We're gonna go ahead and
Well,
move
with an
you.
extreme success, we'd probably go to the biggest jewelry store in the entire city.
Want to go to Tiffany's? Let's go to Tiffany's, DM.
We're gonna say the jewelry store is there. You guys break into the jewelry store, and is there anything specific that you're looking for in there, or are you just grabbing anything they got?
Everything. We're just gonna grab everything.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Just
Roy
my
is
kind of
gonna
thing.
look for well, Roy wouldn't actually know this. So, all right, yeah, Roy would just grab anything. I was thinking, I think I had in my head like things that Egyptian gods are usually, powerful types of materials, but Roy wouldn't know that.
All right. So then, go ahead and roll a 1D. I don't know, 1D 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah.
Each of us?
No. Rose.
My left is 0.
You managed to steal $41,020 worth of jewelry.
Oh, 1920s, that's a lot.
Well, you're breaking into a jewelry store and you don't know what kind of jewelry you're stealing, but that's the value of the jewelry you're taking. And you said you're
Probably
taking
like
everything,
each color.
and you said
Yeah.
you're taking
A
everything
diamond,
too.
a
So
ruby, a sapphire, an opal, quartz,
That is
pearls,
correct, yeah.
gold, silver.
you
Cleaning
just
them
said
out.
you ransacked the whole store. So, okay, that's the value of
All right.
everything they had in there.
Couple of rings for proposals.
All right, so you got
I'm
that.
gonna,
What's next?
I want to try something, but I don't want to try something.
Like what?
I want to try and talk to one of those cats.
You want to try to talk to
Said
who?
this one of the cats.
Oh, you want to try to talk to a cat? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
you said they've been
We have
passive
to-
this whole time.
Do you have to roll sanity checks on Rain? Like, is she okay now?
I don't
No,
know,
I'm
but
gonna tell you guys exactly what I'm doing.
I don't know, but you know
Yeah,
what?
that's exactly why we're rolling the check. It's just like,
But you know
let me
what?
do so.
You know what? Actually, truth be told, well, she might not be necessarily doing very well, considering that she's afraid of. Actually, no, she's not afraid of houses. One of you was afraid of houses, so one of you wouldn't have been
Well, I
able to
am
go.
afraid of houses.
Right, one of you shouldn't
I
be.
wrote
I'm
that last
also afraid
time.
of houses.
Right, so one
I'm
of
also
you
afraid.
shouldn't have been able to go inside of the store.
Well,
Door
that's
counts as a
her
house?
Well, because
and me.
it kind of looks like a house, so yeah. If it kind of looks like a house, you wouldn't have been able to go inside of the store. Um, so, but let's say that
Wait,
you
so
guys
what's the
still
definition
ransack
of a house?
everything, you bring it outside, and you still have it. And in the meantime, you said you're going to talk to a cat, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I know you said that they look normal and they're acting normal, but there is a goddess here, so I don't know if
Sure. No problem.
she talks to them.
Since
Nope.
Roy is also outside, he's gonna step in the shadows near you where you could see him, but he's kind of hidden. Pull out his revolver and just get ready in case the cat is an enemy.
Okay, just keep it cool. Just keep it cool.
All right.
We might need to
All right.
keep that down.
So you talk to a cat,
Okay.
and the cat just looks at you. He kind of tilts its head to the side and then backwards again, and looks at you again. Starts blinking a little bit, and then he yawns, and then he just lays down over there and starts sleeping.
Just a normal
Cocks
cat.
the hammer
No
back and just
mind
has
link
the
with the
cat in
goddess
his
at all.
sights, like down the barrel. He's right between, where it just has arms up, just right in the bottom little button nose.
Yeah, I turn back to Bora and I go, I don't think they have any mental link here at all.
Try
They're just
offering
cats.
some kind of treasure.
Um, DM, can I give it some people flesh?
Can you get what?
Can I give that cat some people flesh?
Yeah, the cat is not very interested right now. It seems like it's tired and sleeping.
Alright, this one's done for the night.
Try saying the name of its god.
Yeah, I say that and see if it recognizes that name.
You said to who?
I tell the cat, like, I just say Bass to the cat just to see if it recognizes me.
Oh, the cat's just sleeping.
God damn it.
You hear it pouring while it's falling asleep, purring.
I guess it's good that it's happy.
What if we put the cats on top of the treasure? We put the treasure on in some kind of big cylinder or something, and the cat on top of it as like a gift.
Do I see any kittens?
Nope.
Cool.
Seems like a cat is a cat.
Alright. That idea did not work out.
Well, we have what we're gonna find. How do we want to present this to
Dan
I'm
dropped again, by the way.
drop permanently or just drop for
I don't know.
sec?
Most likely just an internet issue again.
I'd say we just put it in some kind of bowl. I don't have any other idea how we're gonna carry 41 grand of jewels other than in like some kind of container.
Go ahead and roll spot
I-
hidden.
All of us?
Yeah, sure. Wow, 100. This is gonna be fun.
Oh
No!
no, it begins.
All right.
Guys!
So,
Guys!
so the, those of you that passed the roll managed to find a wheelbarrow from a nearby place that is being built, and
Okay.
you figured out that maybe you can fill out the wheelbarrow with the jewels. Although obviously you have to kind of have an idea that $41,020 worth of jewelry right now, it's pretty heavy. Um, Roy, all of a sudden when you turn around to look for for something to hold those jewelry, um, you were looking and a breeze just suddenly blew something in your eye. So go ahead and roll a I don't know, let's say a 1d5.
Okay.
I'm rolling max tonight, baby.
Yeah, 1d5. Okay. So something blew in your eye that actually cut your eyes. So unfortunately, your eye is kind of busted at the moment. I'm not gonna say that it's permanent blindness on that eye, but definitely you won't be able to use it for a little bit. So that may impair a little bit your aiming and anything else that got to do with one of your eyes. And we can decide which eye is by rolling a 1d2. One will be left, two will be right.
I mean, we could just make it my left eye.
No, let's just roll for it.
All right.
All right, your left eye is. All right, so
Good, because Roy aims with his right.
so so you go like, oh, in pain, you're grabbing your eye. Excuse me. You guys see some blood coming out of his eye, and he seems pretty hurt.
Can we say that like Roy tried to get near a cat that was on the ledge, and then the cat jumped and sliced his eye?
Well, sure, if that what keeps you happy, that's fine. It doesn't
No, it
really.
keeps me happy. It's just systematic.
It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, sure. That's fine. A cat just jumped and attacked you suddenly and scratched your eyes off. Well, your eye off. And, okay, so what's the plan now?
Go back to the cemetery.
All right,
And
so
present this.
I'm assuming that you guys are holding as much as you can out of the $41,020. So in order to hold that, we're gonna need some strength check for that. So I need all of you to roll strength.
Okay.
Ah,
Making sure is
damn.
everybody.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and I'm gonna have to get Dan to pull out.
Hello, I'm back.
Yep.
Okay, Dan, I need you to roll strength when you can. You guys apparently are trying to wheel a wheelbarrow full of jewelry
I failed.
all the way to the cemetery from where you're at, worth of $41,020.
Easy, DM. One Eye Roy's got this. I'm gonna change my character's name.
And by the way, Roy just lost an eye for the moment, at the very least.
Got scratched and left is even more broken.
Roy, Rose is gonna make a little makeshift eye patch for you.
Thank you.
2 successes.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
see. You got. Yeah, I know you guys are not necessarily have enough strength to wield that wheelbarrow full of all that stuff between two of you.
We only need just one of us
Mm-mm.
to lift the wheelbarrow.
No,
Wheelbarrow.
we can determine how much weight that wheelbarrow has if you want. Hold on. Let's just determine it by the value of it. 20. So, just a second.
It's like it's something designed to be able to move like 200 pounds of stone or something with a wheel.
No, yeah, no, I get that you can move it. That doesn't mean that you can lift it to move it.
It's physics. It's not even like I have
Yeah,
to lift. I just
Okay.
push
two
it
of us,
up, the wheel moves.
All right.
two of us made it.
All right. Let's say that. Actually, hold on. Dan, did you roll? Yeah,
There's
you
no
did.
wheelbarrow on the face
Yeah, I
of
You
the
failed.
did.
earth that requires two men to operate.
You did. Well, in this case, you will have to lift one on each side. But okay, that's fine. You guys, let's say that you guys managed to roll it with time and I don't know and strength. You guys managed to bring it all the way to the cemetery. How are you gonna roll it all the way back and deal with the surprises that you got going on there? So there's where you are. You're back again. Um, Luckily, back in the front of the cemetery where you guys were last time, there doesn't seem to be that many creatures. There's some zombies still there that obviously they move slowly, and then there's the goddess over here in the back. There's a couple ghasts that you can see here, and some here, but they're not necessarily paying much attention to you at this time.
I think we would roll it as close to where like Roy would remember like right before we saw the area of the goddess where we were like the landmark of like right before we got to that. So right before we get to that, Roy's gonna say to everyone, he's like, I'm going to close my eyes. Just tell me when we are there, what direction she is pointing in, and I will turn around then.
Okay, so you start rolling the barrel towards her, right? That's what you said?
Yes.
I mean, unless everyone else wants to
Okay.
suggest
All
a
right.
different idea.
All right.
Objective is to
Give me
get
just a second.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, because this was in the original plan, but 10 sticks of dynamite, actually 9 sticks of dynamite are underneath the gold.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like we hope she likes it. If she doesn't like it, we blow it to hell. If it doesn't work, we run.
All right. So
Okay, so this person will be
as
distracted
she
to get out of there.
as she sees you coming, she the tigers actually sit up, and they get a little upset, and they start walking towards you. What do you do?
How far away are we from the throne?
I want to say probably 20 feet.
Oh, so she can hear us if we speak.
At this point in time, she can hear you, she can see you, she can probably even smell you from there.
Okay, so as we're walking up, we'll put our hands up, so no weapons. And how would they do this? Rose is just gonna call out, greetings, all powerful one. May we request an audience with you?
And just a second. Man, I can't click on the right thing. Give me just a moment, please. Whew.
It was a pleasure doing this with all of you. If we die today.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you all.
We're just gonna run if it doesn't go well. Just run.
I don't know what
Well, we'll
happened
see if she
there.
likes the gift first.
Oh,
If not, we'll blow it.
there we go. I got it over there now.
Yeah, oh, DM, I'm gonna find the biggest, funniest necklace. I'm just gonna hold it up so she knows what we're coming for.
Okay, sure. No problem. You do that. Okay. Give me just a second real quick. There's something I need to do.
I'm nervous, y'all.
Okay. Sorry, I
Sometimes
wasn't
life comes down to
prepared
just
for
a
the
few moments.
tires. But it should take me just a second to do it.
If those tigers roughed us, I'm just.
What'd you say?
I said if those tigers rush us, I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna leave.
If those
there's
tigers
three-
rush us,
There's
I'm
3 of
planning
them.
on pushing through, get as close to her as I can with the dynamite, and then run.
Okay.
But I wouldn't imagine having you do the same thing. If I die, one needs to be able to light the dynamite.
Almost done. Almost done. Literally.
Just wanna check really fast. Who here has a lighter? I lost most of my stuff.
All right. So, the tigers approach you, and let's see if I can do a roll. Roll 1d. Technically, there's what, 4 of you, 5 of you right now on there.
4 of us here,
Four.
but the other guy cut off. I don't know if he's
1d4.
coming back. It'd be 5.
Slash roll. All right. We're counting him too. All right. So Lorraine, Lorraine,
Yes.
Lorraine.
Oh no. Oh no.
One of the
Oh,
tigers
no.
just jumps on you and
Right
claws you. So go ahead and roll your dodge.
Oh shit, right. Hillary's fucking.
Can we aid her? No
Oh,
need. She's a fucking
He rolls. Okay, very well. Then let's see what the other tiger does. So there's a total of
Oh,
4. So Lorraine.
oh man.
Actually, hold on. Why is that?
Oh you bitch. Alright,
There we go.
roll dodge.
Yep.
Oh shit.
You can choose to buy that roll if you want,
I was about to say, man, spend those points.
or die like a hero.
It's 3 it says it's 3 damage though.
3 damage?
Yep.
Yeah.
How low is your health?
I have 13 hit points right now.
Okay.
Whatever you decide to do, let me
So
know.
I could hank that and spend it for like a killing
Lorraine again.
Okay, I'll buy it, Jesus. Let's see, that was,
So that's 3, and now I need you to roll dodge again.
okay.
Can we give aid to our
Okay.
companions when they're
So-
being attacked? Or
Hold on, I need to
One
edit
d4,
25.
and the last one is gonna go again for Lorraine. Wow, look at that, 4 in a
Oh
row.
my god!
Are you covered in catnip?
Okay.
And this one just fails.
It sees there's too many other tigers going for Lorraine. It's like, ah, okay.
Yeah, all the tigers
So
are
more,
surrounding Lorraine right now.
this is all
And
happening in one round, which is why we're not reacting.
and Bast stands up
I thought there was like some kind of aid action or like,
and looks at
help.
you and sees you walking. So give me just a
Oh
second.
my god.
So that will be Rose. Let me see what we got here.
Oh, sweet lord.
She casts a spell and becomes invisible. You can no longer see her.
Cool.
Well, that's the perk about dynamite. You don't necessarily need to see the enemy.
So, hold on. So Dan is going to, since we gotta do some with Dan, give me just a second. See if I can pop a sheet. All right. Danny boy. So he is going to take on one of the tigers. Actually, he injures one of the tigers. You see that the tiger is fairly badly injured to where it just lays on the ground and just doesn't move anymore. I mean, it's not dead, but it's just badly injured. So, Lorraine, you are surrounded by 3 humongous kitties.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Shit, I wish I took some dynamite right now.
I don't know. You're gonna blow yourself up.
Yeah, true. I guess I'll try to get out of the like stop being surrounded, run. Not necessarily run away from the fight, just kind of move to a new location.
Are you gonna get up and walk? Are you gonna crawl? Are you going to try getting up and run? What?
I'm gonna try to get up and run.
Okay. Okay. So you get up and you run, and since this run is more like like a running for your life, I do need you to roll your dexterity for it, please.
Alright, coin flip.
All right.
Whew.
You take off running.
Oh.
You actually run faster than you ever thought it was possible for you. You never seen yourself running that fast.
Amazing
Alright.
what the fear of death can do.
Yeah. So Rose, your turn.
Guys, I don't think this plan's gonna work out.
What?
I just think on it.
Yeah, I don't think we thought this through.
You totally
No, I don't
got
think
this.
she cares about getting an audience.
Maybe we can talk to her.
She just went invisible.
She's invisible. She sicked the tigers on us. We should have tried the stealth with me.
But we haven't said a single thing to her. She doesn't know why we're here.
I requested an audience with her. And she went invisible.
That's what every scared animal does. Hides.
She's not scared of us. I'm gonna back up to protect Lorraine's exit.
To protect Lorraine, what?
To protect her exit. She's like trying to get out away. I'm just gonna step in such a position to kind of help shield her a little bit.
Okay.
And then once again, I'm just gonna call out to Bess and just say that, you know, we have an offering for her if she's willing to have it.
All right. You do that. That's great. Um, Roy, what do you do?
I repeat what he said, but in Russian. Me, mama, nešto za tebe. That's not Russian. That's just the closest language I got.
Yep.
And and I start pushing the cart where she last was,
Okay.
while making sure I have one piece of dynamite that an extra long wick on it.
That seems useful. Okay. So you keep pushing the cart. And Gustav, what do you do?
I'm gonna shoot a tiger.
Okay. Go ahead and take your 3 shots, my friend. 1.
5. 13. Is it dead yet?
No. No, but badly injured it is. Also laying on the ground, not moving. It's almost dead. That tiger is truly almost dead. All right. So now we're going back to the kitties. 24. 1. So that one will be Dan. Where's Dan's sheet? Christopher. Dodge. Alright.
Oh my. This dude just doesn't die.
3. So that will be Rose. 6. Rose, I need you to roll your dodge, please, and thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And one last one. All right, let's see what we got. All right. So she reappears, and this time around she's moving very, very fast. She just goes from one side of, like, from one of your sides to the next one in just a couple steps, like super fast. And she takes a bite of, did we roll? Yeah, 3. So that will be Rose. I need you. Oh, hold on. I don't think I rolled it. Let's see. 2. So Lorraine, go ahead and dodge.
Right,
All right. You managed to dodge that.
oh my god.
You guys lost her sight, by the way. Gustav, Roy, and Rose, you guys don't know where she is anymore because she's actually behind you. Wherever Lorraine is, she was just attacking Lorraine. So you guys would still keep walking to where she was there before because you just don't know where she is at this time.
Do we hear Lorraine
Well,
scream?
I think that I'm the only one that's walking closer to her. The rest are just trying to.
Oh,
fight
okay.
the
Yeah,
tiger.
I haven't moved.
Okay. So that's fine. And
So
she
there's
will
some
still be
distance
behind
between myself.
everybody because Lorraine actually took off running. Excuse me. So right now it will be Dan's turn. Let's see where his sheet is. And we're gonna keep going with the tigers. Alright, so both tigers are down.
Wow.
Both tigers are down. So, Lorraine, your turn. Do you continue running for the hills?
Mm. Is there currently
Lauren, just get
anything
out of there.
pursuing me?
Is it what?
Is there currently anything pursuing me?
Well, there was a tiny little goddess that was just chasing you and try to attack you, but somehow, without even looking at her, you managed to dodge her.
Just that cool. If is she still pursuing me?
Well, she just tried to attack you, so it will be the moment
Oh,
right
oh.
after that.
Then fuck yeah, I'm getting out of there.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
Again,
your
just kinda-
dexterity again.
Oh Jesus.
All right. Unfortunately, when you try to run, you actually trip. And you fall down and go ahead and roll a 1d. Actually, go roll your luck first. All right. So now you're going to give me a 1d5. One. And we're going to go ahead and say that you twist your wrist when you fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Should I put that in injuries?
Yeah, you can. Rose,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
So I was trying to like block Lorraine's exit from the tigers. So if I turn around and I see the goddess there, I'll let everybody know, let the guys behind me know where she is.
Okay. So all of
And
a
I'm gonna
sudden
back
you,
away.
yeah, all of a sudden you will yell, "It's behind us!" And that way
And
everybody will
I'm
know.
gonna scuttle back. I scuttle back away from her as far as I can.
Okay. All right, you do that. And Roy,
Seeing that things are far from the blast zone, I assume that since we got at the cat, there's a bunch of cats just around this area. Regular cats.
yes, there are regular cats
Uh,
everywhere.
Roy will reach and grab one of the regular cats by its neck, choking it, and then take out his handgun and shoot off one of its legs and look right at the goddess and be like, "Come over here, or else I take your slut."
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
I
And
assume this will get her attention for sure.
oh yeah, she definitely turns around when you do that. And Gustav,
I'm gonna shoot the goddess.
go for it.
Pow. Pow. Pow.
Damn.
Right between the eyes with the last one.
Ah.
And she dodges that.
All of them?
Yep. All right. So, I mean, she's got 112. I doubt that you're gonna hit her with a shot.
Yeah, that's a 3% chance. Because if she fumbles, that's an automatic fail, right?
Extreme success?
Hold on, one at a time. What?
I got a extreme success on the last.
Yeah, no, I
hard to
understand, but she is moving at. She just cast a spell where she's moving really, really fast. I think it was called Speed of the Cheetah. So she's actually you're just not hitting her. I mean, your shot was a good shot. Don't get me wrong, but you're just not hitting her with bullets at this time. So everybody, roll power, please. Christopher.
Right?
Lorraine finds her backbone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lorraine overpowers the
Oh,
god, becomes the new goddess of cats.
All right. So at this point in time, Bass decides to um, ignore everybody else and focus on Roy, since he so willingly decided to make himself the center of attention.
I mean, if she comes close to me, I warned her I would take out this cat.
Okay. So yeah, but you already shot it.
I shot it in the leg. It's still alive. It's just screaming.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and roll your dodge.
Does it not care about this cat's life at all?
Well, it's trying to save it. All right. Do you have enough luck to buy that?
I got 7 left.
So you're dead.
I'm dead in that one hit.
Oh no! Well, hold on. No, one hit. Okay, never mind. No, you're not dead. You just take 1 damage. I'm sorry, I didn't see the damage. But yeah, you take the
You're
1
so used to
damage.
telling us that we're dead.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You're so used to telling us that we're dead that you just went for it.
I just assumed that it was some sort of stupid amount of damage, but no, I was so wrong. But no, you would take 1 damage, and we're gonna go ahead and say that you take damage to the arm, where you let go of the cat, and the cat just runs away,
It can't run. It's one of its legs.
or whatever. It just drops to the ground, whatever. It tries to
So
crawl into
Roy will make
safety.
sure to drop it right on top of the barrel, right inside the goal.
Mm-hmm. Say that
And
again.
If he had Roy, knows that the goddess is going to try to hit his arm, so he's holding the cat over the gold and the palm. So when she hits his arm, he drops it with 1 leg into that barrel.
Okay. But hold that thought real quick. I want you to hold that thought. So give me just a sec. Let's see. All right. And now, Lorraine, your turn.
Okay. Did his handgun do any damage?
No, she dodged all of it. I mean, I can roll it if you want, but she's got 112, so.
There's that 3% chance of fumbling, as we all know. That can happen.
Yeah. Hold on. Huh? She actually.
No, that was you
No,
rolled
hold
wrong.
on. I roll on that and then. Never mind. Give me a second.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
what do you mean? You got it right.
24. Okay.
oh my gosh, she fumbled.
No, she didn't. It was Dan.
Yeah, we know. We're just fucking around.
Hold on. Dan, there you go.
It was worth a shot.
All right. So now, Lorraine, what do you do?
Are the tigers all dead?
Well, some of them are dead. Some of them are just very badly injured to the point that they're almost dead, and some of them they're just injured enough that they just cannot move.
Okay. So they're all like incapacitated though.
Yes, most definitely.
Could I perform some quick first aid to on my wrist just to make sure it's not like it doesn't leave any lasting effect?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Okay. Okay. I don't really know what to do.
Well, you just use your turn on that. So,
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, well.
Rose, what do you do?
So she's now going towards Roy.
Yes.
Okay, once again, I'm going to try and put distance between me and her, and I'm going to shift back around to the brain. And I'm just going to start moving out of the cemetery.
Okay. All right. And Roy, now is your turn. So,
All right. So Roy is gonna go from his back really because he's fast as a soldier, so he can grab things quickly with his hand. He lights the dynamite, punches downward and hits the cat with the dynamite right there, and then books it. So he basically wants to get Baphomet to look down and try to reach for this cat, and she probably will because she doesn't want this cat to die. And then he's gonna book it, and the bomb goes off.
hold on a minute. All right. So you're gonna use dynamite, right?
I'm playing pretty.
Yeah. You're just using way too many actions. Give me a second. Hold on. So
It's
you're
lighting a
going
bomb,
you're going to
dropping it in
grab
the
a
barrel
stick of
and then-
dynamite, and you're gonna
Yeah.
try to stick it inside of the cat and then light it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for the most
So
part.
sticking the dynamite inside of the cat will just be one turn.
Okay.
So if you're gonna light it up, that you will need to do on the following turn.
Got it.
Okay. So, all right. So you're working on sticking the dynamite stick inside of the cat. And Gustav, what do you do?
Well, shooting at it's useless, so I'm just gonna try and drag Lorraine off out of the action, get myself out of there too.
Okay. You start walking away. And at this point in time, it'll be her turn. So give me just a second. And she's obsessed with Roy anyway, because Roy is just doing mean things to the kitties.
Yeah, guys, no worries. I'll take care of the goddess. You all get to safety, clearly.
Hey man, you decided on this, alright?
You're the soldier, my guy.
You
You're
should
the
just
person.
unprompted.
God forbid one of you just happens to carry a torch nearby so we could at least light this thing.
Go ahead and
I lost all my shit.
go ahead and roll dodge, Roy.
I'm out here fighting for my life. I have been attacked by 4 separate tigers. Do not give me this shit.
All right, you're taking 4 more damage, so that puts you at 5. 5 out of how much you have? Right now?
That total is 5 damage right now. Or 4.
No, you just got 4, but you had 1 damage before from the.
Yeah, so in total, minus this 4, I have 8 HP left.
8 damage. Okay, great.
8 HP.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you look at your guy, there was a little animation where blood was spilling out. Now that you changed your health, so okay. I'm wondering why your. Give me a second. I'm wondering why your luck is not updated in there. I kind of.
Luck?
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me update that for you. So I kind of want to see it.
I had 7 luck.
So what? See, luck, 7 luck. Okay, but why is it not showing? Why is it showing a 0 over there? Oh, I see. So, okay. Alright. Now it should show. Alright. So, alright, so you took those 4 damage, and now, and then obviously it started running away because it saw you grabbing the dynamite stick. Rose, what do you do?
The officer.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
look back. Is Roy coming with us?
Roy? No, Roy is over there stuffing a little kitty.
Yeah.
Make it
Okay.
sound like I'm doing something bad, saving the city from the cat goddess.
Rose follows after the officer.
Okay. So Roy, so now you get to try to light the dynamite stick, which for that we're gonna need some dexterity, considering that you're pretty much very nervous and being attacked by a goddess at the moment, and you're taking damage left and right. So dexterity, please. Oh, you couldn't light it up on this round. And Gustav, I'm assuming you still walk?
Yeah, I'm trying to drag Lorraine off.
Okay. Try to drag Lorraine off. And okay, hit for 1 point again. Go ahead and
Yes,
roll
sir.
your Dutch, Roy, if you want. Okay. You managed to dodge it this time. All right. So, hold on. What is this? Oh, hold on. Cause I'm attacking wrong. There's 3 attacks per turn. Okay. There we go.
Alright, but do I dodge them all?
Well, if you
Dodge.
if you dodged it, you dodged them all. Yeah, because you would have rolled your dodge afterwards at the end. So, how far are you guys walking away?
I'm trying to get out of the zone of action.
Okay, so when you're walking back, you find that the ghasts are there. The other ghast with the zombies, and they're kind of like blocking the exit and kind of looking at you. They're not moving, but they're just blocking the exit, like right over there.
Are we outside or in a building?
You're inside of the cemetery.
Yeah, the cemetery is open.
No, this one is actually fenced.
No, like if it as a fence, it doesn't count as a building. It's just a cemetery. It doesn't have a roof.
No. You're right. It's not. It doesn't have a roof. You will have to climb the fence if you want to make it out, not through the entrance.
Okay, so they're just blocking the gate to get into something.
Yeah, they're just blocking over there. It's almost as if they know that there's a fight inside, and they just don't want anything to leave or come in.
Alright, well, I'll just shoot my way out.
Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d10.
Who?
You. Okay, and now go ahead and roll a 1d20. Excuse me. Okay, so there's about 15 zombies and 2 ghasts. There. So go ahead and take your shot if you want.
Not gonna bother.
Okay. All right. So, Rose, do you want to do anything on your turn?
Is there any other way to get out of there?
If you want to climb the fence, you can.
How tall is it?
How what? How tall is it? Oh,
Yeah.
we can say it's about 10 feet tall. However, you will definitely need a climb roll.
I need a boost.
And DM, can all the players besides Roy gain like a new title, like Gang of Bastards?
You can call yourself whatever you want after you survive.
Well, they're
Well,
all
this is called
they're
Cthulhu.
having struggles to get over the fence as far as they can. I'm
So-
over here. Big,
So, Rose, do you want to climb the
Listen,
fence?
No one told you you had to shoot that cat, alright?
Rose,
I am going to alert the others to the fence and indicate that we should get the heck out that way.
all right. So you'll go to the fence. Roy, your turn. To roll dexterity again. Dexterity.
How difficult are we making lighting a single flame?
Well, considering that you have a goddess that is attacking you permanently,
Doesn't
all right.
matter.
Doesn't
You light the
matter.
fuse. You light the fuse.
Book it.
You light the fuse and you start trying to run. She is going to attack again. Give me just a second. Okay. Let's see.
Well, how far do I get away?
All right. Go ahead and roll your dodge.
Oh no.
And this time around, you are dead. All right. So you died.
Wow. Thank you.
As soon as
Hey man, you wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. This is it.
All right. Well, as soon as I died, it exploded.
it does explode, yes, you're right. So when you died, the dynamite explodes, and ultimately, she suddenly disappears. The zombies and the ghasts, now they're coming for the rest of the team.
Alright, well I'm gonna try and go over the fence.
Okay, go ahead and roll climb.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm
You
over.
made it to the other side. So who else wants to go over the fence?
So she takes 100.
What was
Yeah.
that?
That's 50 d6. That's 10 sticks of dynamite in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big explosion, all right.
Oh.
Rose, go ahead and roll.
I spend.
Oh, okay, you spend the 1 point. Okay, cool. You do it. Climb,
Alright, I guess I'll do it
climb,
too.
climb.
Let's go, girl. Me and you, let's get out of here.
Christopher Tom. Oh man,
God.
he's just not gonna do
shit.
it.
Can I spend the luck?
This is the last.
Yeah,
time
you
I
can
ever
spend the
put
luck if
all
you want.
And
Which
even though
should, let's see, okay. That's 25. I'll have 14 left.
25. Oh yeah, and credit rating. What? No, climb.
I'll pay you $100 to fuck off.
Oh, that's 22.
I went
He's
from
got 60.
70
Let's see
luck
what Dan is gonna want to do
Okay, if I don't get this, I'll die, so
if he wants to.
Yeah, you gotta get out.
I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here.
Hold on a
Alright,
second.
14 luck.
Where's my roll?
left.
Okay. 1d2. Dan, are you gonna climb or not? Nope, you're not gonna climb. All right. So then, it's gonna start shooting.
Damn, no. Damn, you made it so far.
He might take out some with.
He kills 2 zombies, and the zombies get closer. So let's see what Dan wants to do next. If he wants to roll again, or climb, or whatever. Climbing, finally. Alright. Alright, we're gonna take the 2 points away because I'm not gonna be shooting forever. 58. Alright, he makes it out. And when he goes out, we're gonna go ahead and say that he sets up a couple sticks of dynamite out there, and we're gonna, I don't know, light them up, blow up all the zombies, and that's that. All right, and most of you did survive, and you managed to, well, one of you managed to disperse the goddess to go away, unfortunately sacrificing himself. But you guys did it.
Yay!
Oh, I can't believe Dan lived again.
Oh my, you're right, he did! That, jeez.
Well, in his defense, Dan didn't do much this time around.
Okay, yeah, true.
I mean, I think, granted that it did work, unfortunately, at the cost of his life. But the moment that everybody saw him pulling the stick of dynamite out, I think everybody just went like, okay, peace.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were supposed to do.
I don't know. One of you distract her so she doesn't kill me right at that last blow. And one of you do something semi-honorable. Because the last time I play an honorable character, like, just because he's a soldier, he would follow the mission and
Yeah,
blow
I
the
don't
but
my life the entire time.
This is not the type of game to play honorable.
Well,
if I was going unhonorable, I wouldn't have even bothered going into this, cemetery. I would have just booked it.
I think
Dude,
whatever you did, it still worked. I mean, and honestly,
Yeah.
ending
No,
the
it didn't.
campaign
No,
with just
don't
one.
say that to me, Dean. Don't say that to me. Don't say, oh, it still worked. I'm dead.
That is nothing.
At the end of the session last time, you said you wanted to strap dynamite around yourself and blow yourself up to kill Bast. This is just an extension of that. All right.
Yeah. Well, I assumed that my comrades had fought, honorably, or there was no other choice. No, it's like I have to just light a stick of dynamite.
I
And for the rest
honestly,
of you don't even live long enough.
I honestly
Yeah,
think
well,
that
Doing shit to survive.
I honestly
I
think
wanted
that
to
facing
try
a
a
goddess
stealth
and,
attack.
and ending with one casualty only, it's really good.